Hello everybody, it's Carol here from Magpie's Gifts, and this is Mrs. Brown. And Mrs. Brown is a teddy bear from the 2017 Charlie Bear collection, In a Land Far, Far Away. Now Mrs. Brown is also part of a collection of bears known as the Isabelle collection, and these wonderful bears are all made out of either alpaca or mohair. Now what makes Mrs. Brown very special that she has actually been made out of mohair and alpaca. So she really is a special bear. And because of the natural fabric that's been used, she is only suitable for anybody over the age of 14 years. Now she's been designed by Isabelle Lee and co-designed by Charlotte Morris, that we know as Charlie. Now Charlie has done surnames in the past in past collections, but this year 2017 she decided that she wanted to carry on this little mini series and she would introduce another surname into that wonderful collection that she had designed, but she couldn't make up her mind which one she was going to introduce. So in true Charlie fashion, she actually introduced all four that she'd picked. So we've got Mrs. Brown here, but also in this little mini series we've also got Davies, we've got Sullivan, and we've got Thompson. So all these wonderful little bears will be available from Magpie's Gifts. Now Mrs. Brown, as I said, has been made out of different fabrics of alpaca and mohair, and we can see, look how soft this main colour that's been used. It's a russet brown that's been used, and it's all over her body. You'll see there, we can see the Isabelle collection tag. But if I turn her around, this wonderful fabric has been used all over, right the way round her tummy, down her legs, and also, of course, on her head. Then we've got another fabric that's been used, and this is sort of in a sort of a toffee brown that we're seeing there. And that's also been used on her muzzle. It's very dense and very thick, but it's been sculptured and shaved to give this one her wonderful personality, because Charlie bears are known for being bears with personality. Now she's got her deep set beady eyes and her little bit of eye white there that gives her that who me look. Now these eyes are set, and if we look very closely, there is like an eyebrow, there is some sculpturing there. You can see as my finger sort of sinks into that, there is some sculpturing that's been done. So it really is very clever how this has been brought to us today. Now she's also got her hand stitched nose. It's been done in beige, and we can see the airbrushing in a sort of a charcoal grey here that's been used as well. We can see the stitching for her mouth, and also some more airbrushing. Isn't she gorgeous? Now, if I move this wonderful ribbon that she wears around her neck, you'll see some more of this wonderful natural fabric that's been used. And this is a sort of a crest that goes just underneath her neck, and it's in a very long, wavy, golden blonde fabric there that's been used. And like I say, this is a natural fabric. Then around her neck she's got her ribbon, and this is a two-tone ribbon, and it shimmers in the light, and then it's frayed on the edges in that very dark brown, and that's because we're seeing the two shadings there. You see you've got the darker on the back there and the lighter on the front, and that's what gives this wonderful two-tone effect. She's also got the little brass key there that's been decorated to finish this ribbon that's been tied in a bow, and then we've got a little triangle button as well there. Now Mrs. Brown is 5-way jointed. That means that her head moves and her arms and her legs, and she measures from the bottom of those paws to the top of her head 13.5 inches, which is about 34 centimetres. She's also a limited edition. That means that there'll only be a certain amount made in the world. And in Mrs. Brown's case, there's only ever going to be 450 pieces worldwide, and she'll come with her tags around her neck. Also, she'll come in her canvas bag, like all the Isabelle collection, to keep her dust free when she's not in use. And also it's quite nice to give if you are giving Mrs. Brown as a present. You can see here that we've got the Isabelle collection embroidered. This is the logo that's been embroidered on that bag there. And also look at these wonderful sculptured paws, aren't they lovely? And they've been finished and sculptured in this brown suedette, and we can see the stitching for her claws, and this is replicated on the front paws as well. So if you'd like to get hold of Mrs. Brown, then please visit my website www.magpies-gifts.co.uk, because I'm sure she'd love to come and join your hug. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.